my 12th birthday party, my uncle pulled me aside and asked, "Do you think your dad will notice if you ran away with me?" "No," I said, because Dad was busy showing off to his lawyer friends by the pool. Uncle Finch nodded slowly like he'd expected that answer and put his hand on my shoulder. "Good, follow me." I followed him away from the party because Uncle Finch was the only adult who actually listened when I talked instead of just waiting for their turn to give advice. We walked past the bounce house, past the taco truck, past the cotton candy machine, and the photo booth with props. There was a gray van parked outside our gate, just sitting there looking normal but wrong at the same time. Uncle Finch knocked twice on the back door. My stomach felt weird, like when you know something bad is about to happen but can't figure out what. Like the feeling I got whenever Dad smiled at me in public. He helped me climb inside. A woman with short brown hair sat there with a notebook in her lap and a recording device on a fold-out table. "Hi, sweetie. I'm Dr. Liu. I need to ask you some questions about your home life. Is that okay?" She had that fake sweet voice adults use when something serious is happening but they think kids are too stupid to notice. Uncle Finch sat beside me, which made me feel safer but also more suspicious. Why did we need to be in a van? Why couldn't we talk inside where Dad's security cameras could see us? "Does your father ever make you feel unsafe?" she asked with her pen ready over the paper. I actually laughed because Dad didn't even care enough about me to make me feel anything except invisible. He doesn't hit me if that's what you mean. He just forgets I exist unless there's an audience. Then suddenly I'm his precious daughter who he'd do anything for. She wrote that down fast and kept asking questions. How often did he check on me? Did he know my teachers' names? When was the last time we did something together without other people around? Did he help with homework? I answered honestly because Uncle Finch was right there, and his eyes looked worried, just like Mom's used to before she disappeared. Dr. Liu kept writing faster as I talked. I told her about how we had to hire 3 different nannies just this past year, about the forgotten birthdays when Dad would give me the gift a month late. In fact, the only time he noticed me was for campaign photos since he was running for district attorney. "What about your mother?" she asked suddenly. My whole body went cold. Dad had warned me that I should never talk about Mom, especially not to strangers in vans taking notes. She left when I was 8, I said automatically. The lie came out smooth because Dad had made me practice so many times. Uncle Finch squeezed my hand. "Sweetie, is that what your father told you to say?" I panicked because nobody had ever asked me that before. Usually people just believe Dad's story about Mom being unstable and dangerous. "It's okay to tell the truth," Uncle Finch said. But all I could think about was Dad finding out, the way his face would go calm before he destroyed someone. When we got back to the party 15 minutes later, Dad was in full panic mode. His perfect composure that he wore like expensive cologne was completely gone. He grabbed my shoulders hard enough to leave bruises. "Where were you? Who did you talk to? Answer me right now." His lawyer friends watched with calculating eyes, like they were already figuring out how to distance themselves from whatever was about to happen. That's when Uncle Finch walked through the gate with 6 police officers in uniform, just like the ones from the TV shows. Dad's face went from red to white so fast I thought he might pass out right there by the pool. "Mr. Tucker, you're under arrest for filing false police reports, perjury, custodial interference, and conspiracy to commit fraud." The lead officer said it loud and clear like he wanted to make sure everyone at my birthday party heard every word. They handcuffed my father right there in front of everyone. He was supposed to be the district attorney candidate, but now he was being led straight to prison. I understood what was happening, but I started crying because they were taking my dad away, and that's all I cared about. Uncle Finch tried to comfort me as the police car drove away. That's when I learned the truth. Turns out, Mom never left. Dad locked her in a psychiatric facility after falsifying medical records to make her look dangerous. He used his law degree and connections to send her away and steal me.